Hello everyone, this is Mudra Surve and we are going to see the subject Basic Electronics, which includes in first year computer diploma. So now we are starting our unit number 5, that is sensors and transducer. So first we have to understand what is sensor. As we know that sensor is a device that detects changes and events in a physical stimulus and provide a corresponding output signal that can be measured and or recorded. So sensor is a device which detect the physical quantity, or in short it converts into the electrical signal. So sensor are devices that perform input function in a system as they sense the changes in a quantity. The best example of a sensor is mercury thermometer, where the quantity that is being measured is heat or temperature. So these are the some sensors, that is color sensor, gas sensor, then our LDR, it is thermistor, then PIR sensor, water flow sensor. So these are some types of sensors. So in short, in basic, sensor is the device which detect the physical quantity and to convert it into the electrical signal. So yes, so it is the, suppose we said it is a system, then it is consists of a microphone, an amplifier and a loudspeaker. So this is your input device, that is microphone, then it is amplifier, and the speaker is your output device. So the sensor is the device we can use at a input side. Okay, so main function is the microphone. So what it does, it sends the sound signal and transform them into the electrical signal. Okay, so microphone is nothing but a sensor. So the amplifier receives the electrical signal and amplifies their strength. Okay, as we know that the amplifier is used to increase the strength of weak signal. Then the actuator or the device with the output function is the loudspeaker. So it is the output device, and it receives the amplifier electrical signal from amplifier and then convert them back into the sound signal, but with more reach. Okay, so this is nothing but the use of sensor and an actuator. Now what is transducer? So transducer is the device that convert energy in one form into another form. Okay, so generally the energy is in the form of signal. So sensor for the sensing element itself, transducer for the sensing element plus any associated circuitry. All transducer will thus contain a sensor, and most sensor would also be a transducer. What they said, all transducer would thus contain sensor, and all sensor would also be a transducers. Then how sensor work? So first, sensor react to changing physical condition, okay, by alternating their properties. So suppose most of artificial sensor rely on electronic system of capture, analyze and relay information about the environments. Means first what happened, the sensor sense the physical quantity. So this electronic system rely on the same principle as electrical circuit to work. The sensor convert heat, light, sound and motion into electrical signal. Okay, so heat, light, sound and motion, it is nothing but our physical quantity. So sensor convert this physical quantity, heat, light, sound and motion into electrical signal. The simplest example of sensor is an LDR. Okay, so light dependent resistor, it is the main example of, or we can say it's a simple example of sensor. It is a device whose resistance varies according to the intensity of light. Okay, so त्याच्यावरती light dependent resistor means what, it depends on light, whatever the or what amount of intensity of light falling on this sensor, it will varies their resistance according to the intensity of light. So when a light falling on a LDR is more, its resistance become very less, and when the light is less, its resistance of LDR becomes very high. So now, as we see, the transducer is a device to convert one form of energy into other form. So primary energy form means what? The mechanical energy, thermal energy, electromagnetic energy, then chemical, optical energy. Okay, so this is nothing but the example of transducer primary energy. Now, how we choose the sensor? Suppose we go outside to buy the sensor, then what parameters should we take into the mind to select the sensor. So first is type of sensing. What is meant by that? The parameter that is being sensed, like temperature or pressure. Or next is operating principle. On which operating principle the sensor work. Then power consumption. The power consumed by the sensor will play an important role in defining the total power of the system. Then next is accuracy. So accuracy is one of the most important factor while selecting the sensor. Then environmental condition means what? The condition in which the sensor is being used will be the factor of choosing the quality of sensor. Then its cost. Next one is resolution and range. Next one is calibration and repeatability. Means what? The change of value with the time and ability to repeat measurement under similar condition. Now, what are the types of sensor? There are two types, that is active and passive sensor. Active sensor require an external power source to operate. Okay, as we see what is active and passive device, the same like that, active and passive sensor. So, active sensor require an external power source to operate, which is called an excitation signal. The signal is modulated by the sensor to produce an output signal. For example, a thermistor does not generate any electrical signal, but by passing an electric current through it, its resistance can be measured by detecting variations in the current or voltage across the thermistor. So it is nothing but your active sensor. And what about passive sensor? In contrast, generate electric current in response to the external stimulus, which serve as the output signal without the need of an additional energy source. Okay, which required external power source. So the example of passive sensors are photodiode and piezoelectric sensor, then thermocouple. Okay, these are the passive sensors. Now, what are the characteristics of sensor? So first is range. So range should be minimum and maximum value of physical variable that the sensor can sense or measure. Range means what? It is nothing but the maximum or minimum value that the sensor can sense. For example, resistant temperature detector, that is RTD, for the measurement of temperature ranges of -200 to 800 degrees Celsius. Then span. So span means what? It is a difference between maximum and minimum value of the input. Okay, so we can call it as a span. So what is the span for RTD? That is 800 minus 200. It means what? 1000 degrees Celsius. Then accuracy. It is the main important characteristics. The error in measurement is specified in terms of accuracy. So it is defined in terms of percent. Then precision. It is defined as the closeness among the set of value. Okay, so we can call it as a precision. Then next is sensitivity. It is the ratio of change in output to the change in input. If y be the output quantity in response to the input x, then sensitivity s can be expressed as dy by dx. Means what? It is the ratio of change in output to the change in input. It means your sensitivity. Then linearity. Linearity is the Linearity is the maximum deviation between the measured value of sensor from ideal curve. Okay, so it is nothing but the maximum deviation between measured value of a sensor from ideal curve. So this is your ideal curve, straight line, and this is your measured curve. So the difference between is this deviation between these two curve are nothing but your linearity. Then hysteresis. It is the difference in output when input is varied in two ways. Okay. Suppose your input is increasing or decreasing in two ways, then the difference between output and input we can call it as a hysteresis. Next is resolution. It is the minimum change in the input that can be sensed by the sensor. Resolution means what? It is the minimum change in input that can be sensed by the sensor. Then reproducibility. It is defined as the ability of sensor to produce the same output when same input is applied. Reproducibility means what? When our input is same, that time we are getting same output. It is nothing but the ability of sensor to get or to produce same output for same input. So it is nothing but our reproducibility. Producibility. Then next one is response times. So as we know, the response time means what? It means what? It generally expresses in the time at which output reaches a certain percentage of its final value. Okay, so it is nothing but your response time. Then repeatability means what? It means it will produce, the sensor will produce same output every time when same input is applied, and all the physical measurement condition kept in the same, including operator, instrument, ambient condition, etc. So this is nothing but your repeatability. So these are some characteristics of sensors. Okay, as we see, there are lots of characteristics of sensors, and every characteristic is important one.